Good day. How is everyone today? Oh, I'm a little bit high. Let me bring that camera down just a little bit. Sometimes it makes it crooked, but that's a little bit better. Good Monday greetings. This is Monday, June 3rd, 2024. I don't know if I remembered it. I had my son's 20th birthday party yesterday, and it was a beautiful day. It was beautiful. Today's going to be a little bit warmer, 87 here, and that's a high. Good day, CJ. Good day, Maria, and Denise. How are you? Mike, I just wanted to say I got your email. Didn't read it all yet, but I haven't visited the well, it used to be called Ask the Bishop page. Now it's the Latin Mass page. Recently, so I will. There is a question there. He informed me, and so I will check that out. I appreciate all of your attentions and your prayers. One thing I do ask, if you have a long comment, if you could not put it on the chat, that kind of like it's the program that I use to record this is a freebie, and it doesn't allow me to, it doesn't keep it off to the side. It puts it right in front of the screen, and it's not removable or editable unless it's happening live. So if you have a long comment or question, please put it in the comment section under the video. That way I will get a notice and I can respond if you want me to respond, or if you just want to yell at me. Which has actually been kind of quiet lately. Not sure. I think we're like the separating, the ones that should go over there and the ones that are over here, et cetera, et cetera. So, all right, well, I don't want to get too chatty again. I have a couple important readings I want to get to that I found. Like when I went to bed last night, there was a little booklet from the Fatima Crusader on my bed, laid on my bed. And sometimes my son Benedict will grab books and just leave them anywhere. So I didn't know if that was from there or whether it was from above through one of my family. In any case, I just said, well, let me flip through it and see. And I did find some very interesting things about a Catholic state. They called it a Catholic state. I'm going to clarify that to the monarchy, but a Catholic monarchy is a Catholic state. So, and another quick thing I wanted to mention is the awareness that we need to bring about on the difference between vaccinated and unvaccinated children, especially younger ones. I am speaking from my own observances and from my family, and there's a calmness about the unvaccinated, or whatever you want to, uninoculated, if you will. And we've experienced peace, much more peace there. So if you see that, you can probably notice that. We just have had experience where we see, and it's very, very sad. Many children and young parents are still unaware of the side effects. So let's get to morning prayers and what we want to talk about. But I did want to mention that if you see that, it's hard to broach the subject with people sometimes, but and to do it in a charitable fashion. You have to come from a point of respect first, before that happens. Then it will make more of a lasting impression. Plant the seed, if you will. Hopefully my candles will stay in a normal state today. Okay. In nomine Dei, matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum nostrae. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Trinitarian Theophany in Catholic contemplation, humbly adore the Divine Family. Most holy and venerable Trinitarian Theophany, one Divine Family, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O Trinitarian Theophany, relying on thy infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain the pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace, and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Matronam Nostrae. O Trinitarian Theophany, I love thee above all things, with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank God, the Trinitarian Theophany, for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven. O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of the Trinitarian Theophany the graces which are necessary to us. O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O Dea Matronam Nostrae, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress and my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because I have offended thee, O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Okay, so this is from the Fatima Crusader. And this is Father Gruner's booklet, and this is from issue 111, the winter of 2015. And in it is an article written by Bruce W. Walters, M.D. This is a transcript of a speech given by him at the Fatima, the Path to Peace conference held in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, on September 8th, 2013. And I'm going to just read a couple of excerpts from it because he lists what is, it's called Russian Sunrise, Prelude to Promised World Peace. Okay, and it talks about what Russia's involvement in this Fatima, the Fatima messages. And he gets to the form of government. The first, let me back up here just a second. I'm going to quote this. In Russian Sunrise, the newly converted Russian state reorganizes itself according to the foregoing principles of immortale deum. Okay, they say Dei, but I'm saying deum. Let us now review how the future structure of Russia as a Catholic confessional state is envisioned. Okay, so this is the vision of a Catholic state that this doctor has of the fulfillment of the consecration of Russia to the Immaculate Heart of God, Our Lady. And the form of government is the number 2 point here. The newly Catholic Russians note that heaven itself is a monarchy, and that in the church, the Pope is a monarch, with cardinals as princes overseeing a hierarchy of subordinate officials. Russia, a modern republic for the past century, has a prior history of Christian monarchy dating back a millennium. So after Russia's conversion, a public referendum is held to determine whether the majority of the Russian people desire to reestablish their Catholic monarchy. The voters are given 3 choices. 1, a Catholic autocrat bound only by the law of Deum Jesum Christum and his church. 2, a monarch bound by an imperfect constitution crafted by the minds of men. Or 3, an elected legislature that makes the laws with a ceremonial monarch having no real power. Now, being miraculously converted, a majority of the voters choose the Catholic autocrat. I'm not sure that I like that word autocrat, but it has a negative connotation. Furthermore, the Russians opt for a restoration of the Romanov Orthodox Christian dynasty, which ruled Russia for 350 years prior to the 1917 anti-Christian revolution. Successive kings called tsars are to be chosen by God through male primogeniture, thus placing them above politics and the influence of big money. Now, again, it's not going to be a Orthodox in that Russian Orthodox sense. It's going to be in the Catholic Orthodox, if you will, sense. Okay, because that's what we are. We are Orthodox Catholics. Okay, because Orthodox means correct. So the new Tsar restores St. Petersburg as the future capital and governs from the Alexander Palace, where the last Tsar resided until 1917. Significant there. Okay. Local areas called counties are ruled by local princes called counts, appointed by the dukes. Cities, towns, and villages, the most local governments, operate under a democratic system of elected officials. Okay. True democracy can only function at the local level, very local level. This, and I was contemplating this, and it sounds pretty safe. This reflects the obvious reality that true democracy can only function at the local level. A national parliament is established to provide advice to the Tsar that is truly representative of local small business and local cultural concerns. But again, this has to be a Catholic parliament. The parliament will meet twice a year. Okay, notice twice a year, not all year. in the capital for a maximum of 1 month per session. Its members must spend the other 10 months each earning a living back home. Qualifications for members of parliament include being certified by one's local bishop as a Catholic in good standing, and being the owner-operator of a local business in the home district that employs between 20 and 100 people. In this way, the Tsar will receive advice not from giant corporations or paid lobbyists, but from local businessmen who must live and work under the laws they have recommended. But note well, the parliament is an advisory body, not a legislature. The autocrat, the monarch alone makes and changes the laws so that the politics do not compromise his wisdom or his mandate to answer first to Dei Jesum Christum and the Orthodox Catholic Church. Political deals or vote buying through companies have no place in such a Catholic system of government. A religious test for public office is both appropriate and necessary in a Catholic state. Okay, and in ours, when we are there setting this up, okay, you cannot have ever been Jewish. Okay. It does not constitute unjust discrimination, since all persons are equally free and eligible to embrace the one true faith, which is everyone's duty before the Trinitarian Theophany. And again, my caveat is going to be except Judaism, if you were Jewish or a Freemason. Okay. I'm going to stop there for that one, and I'm going to continue this on with Free for All Friday and talk about the restoration of nobility, honest money. There's a bunch of really pretty good things in here. So I appreciate whoever laid that on my bed, but I did want to get to St. John of the Cross here to wrap that up, because I think this is an important, the Trinitarian Theophany lays things out for us here in proper order, and I don't want to jump ahead. Okay, this is to me, this is essential, this part, in order to get to this part, okay, which is that Catholic monarchy. It makes the transition easier the more that people can work on this individually. Okay, the fourth grade of this ladder of love is that which produces in the soul a constant and steadfast, unwearying endurance. For, as St. Augustine, the greatest, gravest, most weighty and ponderous matters, love counts as nothing and makes light of. It was of this grade that the bride spoke, when at length, desiring to see herself in the supreme and last one of all, she said to the spouse, Pone me ut signaculum super cor tuum ut signaculum super brachium tuum, quia fortis est ut mors delectio, dura sicut infernus aemulatio. Which means, place me as a sign upon thy heart, and as a sign about thy arm, for delight that is the act and work of love is strong as death and rivalry, obstinate and enduring as hell. Unquote. In this grade, the soul acquires such strength that so dominates the flesh and holds it in as little as the tree one of its countless leaves. Here, the soul in no way seeks her own comfort and pleasure, neither in the Trinitarian Theophany, nor in any other thing, nor doth she, from any motive of self-interest or of consolation for herself, beseech the favor of the Trinitarian Theophany. For now, all her care is as to how she may please and serve the Trinitarian Theophany, and somewhat for the sake of what is due to the Trinitarian Theophany, and that she has received from the Trinitarian Theophany, cost her what it may. She cries within her heart and soul, alas, my Trinitarian Theophany, how many are there who go about to seek in thee their own comfort and delight, and to whom thou concedest mercies and gifts, but they who endeavor to please thee and give thee somewhat of their cost, postponing all desires of their own, are exceeding few. Look at our numbers. For it is not from any lack of will in thee, my Trinitarian Theophany, to shower on us thy favors. It is we who fall short by not devoting those we have received to thy service, so as to force thee to bestow them on us constantly. This grade of love is exceeding lofty, for as in it the soul ever follows after the Trinitarian Theophany with passionate love and longing to suffer for him, the Trinitarian Theophany, their majesty, oft times and very frequently gladdens and rejoices her by the fullness of delight, visiting her in the soul most sweetly and deliciously, because the immense love of the Verb Christ may not suffer the pangs of the Trinitarian Theophany as lover, without coming to her rescue, the which is the lack of support in all created things, which in this grade the soul feels interiorly, finding no stay nor rest in anything. This fourth grade inflames the soul after such a fashion and kindles in her so fierce a desire for the Trinitarian Theophany that it brings her to climb the fifth, which is that which follows. We'll talk about the fifth degree or grade tomorrow. Deum vobiscum, quoque apote, oremus. O Trinitarian Theophany, the Creator and Redeemer of all the faithful, grant to the souls of thy servants and handmaids the remission of all their sins, that they may obtain by loving prayers the forgiveness which they have always desired, who livest and reignest with thee, one Trinitarian Theophany, forever and ever. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum hanc immaculatam hostiam, quam ego indignus famulus tuus, offerit tibi Deum meum vivum et verum, pro innumerabilibus peccatis et offensionibus et negligentiis meis et pro omnibus circumstantibus sed pro omnibus fidelibus catholicorum vivis atque defunctis ut mihi et idis proficiat ad salute. Deum qui humanae substantiae dignitatem vidito, condodisti et mirabilius reformasti, da nobis peruius, ad quae et vini mysterium eis divinitatis esse consortes, qui humanitatis nostrae fieri dignatus et particips Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui ticum vivit et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Proferimus tibi Deum calicem saitaris tuum depacantis clementium, ut respetu divinae maiestatis tuae, pro nostra totius mundi salute, cum adore suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito suscipiam orate Deum Iesum Christum, et fiat sacrificium nostrum in conspectu hodie ut placiat tibi Deum matronam nostrae, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni Sanctificator. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificito plata prosequendo, et accepere hoc sacrificium tua sanctum nomini praeparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas concoblationem, contivia ferimus amamon in passionis, resurrectionis et ascensionis Deum Iesum Christum, et in honoram Deum matronam nostrae, et a Papa Peter Sanctorum et Istonum et omnium Sanctorum, ut idis proficiat ad honorem nobis autem et salutem, et idi pro nobis intercedere, dignent unet caelis, quorum amore magimus in teidis, per in Christum Deum nostrum. Orate, ut meum ac vestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat apud Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum sacrificium de manibus tuis ad laudem et gloriam nomini sui ad utilitatem, quoque nostram totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum vobiscum, quoque pote, sursum colla, habemus ad Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Deigitur clementissime Mater Pater, Deum Maternam nostrae, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum per Deum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum Deum nostrae, supplices rogamus ac petimus, uti accepta habeas, et sanctificas, sanctam sacrificium illibata. In primis, quae tibi afferimus pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare custodiri ad honore, et regere, digneris tot orbi terrarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famulum tuorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. Pray for Katie, Gage, Mindy, Clarette, Toby, Casey, Mark Jr., Maria Josephina Mose, Henry, Barbara, and Benedict Santa Croce, Ann Bultink, Mr. Nobody, the Cantu and Duarte families, Maria and the Lineweber family, Jenna, Lena, Lori, Aaron and family, John Cahill, the Dasco, Nye, Tafur, Began, and Wolf families, Alex Tafur, and those who ask of our prayers in the comments or the chat section. We pray for Mr. Nobody to receive the funding and strength needed to complete the first Sede Vacantis Catholic Council office in Monastery of Illinois. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, or child sexual abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, medium of exchange, with courage, with no usury, and courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic monarchy and society. We ask that all quote-unquote gay marriage be banned, and a reversal of the feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity. We ask that all electronic damaging frequencies be stopped. We close all portals and gateways, close down particle accelerators, destroy all the equipment with regards to them, and get back to the simple life of prayer, fasting, and work, and of course, love. We ask Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, with this Mass to destroy the satanic document of Vatican law that is the Jewish Talmud. We ask you to destroy Rome and the Vatican and recognize the transfer of the authority of the Catholic Church to Portugal. All these things and more listed here, we ask to be done in accordance with thy holy and divine will. Et omnium circumstantiam quorum tibi fides cognita est et nota devotio, pro quibus tibi efferimus vel qui tibi offerent hoc sacrificium laudis pro se suisque omnibus. Pro redemptione anamarum suarum, pro spe salutis et calamitatis suae, tibi que redunt vota sua aeterno Deum vivo et vero. Communicantes et venerantes in primis gloriosae semper Dei maternam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium tuorum, Papae Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucii, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum meditis precibusque concedas, ut in omnibus protectiones tuae muniamur auxilio, per in Christum Deum nostrum, quam oblationem te Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus, consecratum acceptabilem quae facerit digneris ut nobis corpum, et sanguinem fiat didictissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum, qui pridie quam pateretur accepit panem in sanctus ac venerabilis manus suas, et elevatis oculis in caelum a te Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum suum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens, consecravit, fregit dique luminis sui dicens accipite et mandacate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simini modo postquam ceremonia est accipiens et hunc praeclarum calicem in sanctus ac venerabilis manus suas item tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum consecravit dedique alumnis sui dicens accipite et bibite ex omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum. Haec quotescumque ficeritis meum monum facietis. Unde et memores Deum nos servitui, sed et plebs tua sancta eius Deum, Christum Filium tuum Deum nostrae, tam beatae passiones nec non et ab inferis resurrectionis, sed et in caelos gloriosae ascensionis offerimus praeclare maiestati tuae de tuis donis actatis, supra quae propitio ac sereno vutur respicere digneris. Supplices te rogamus, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, iube haec pefere per manus tuum ut quod ex hoc altaris participatione sacrosanctum Deum Filium tuum, corpus et sanguinem subsedimus omni sanctificatione caelesti et gratia repa amor per in Christum Deum nostrae. We pray for those who have died. We especially pray for Margaret Bentz, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibum in Christum quiescentibum locum refecerii lucis et pacis ut indulgeas deprecamur per in Christum Deum nostrum. Per quem haec omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivicas, consecratis et praestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso. Est ibi Deum Matrum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Dea Matronam Nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum Tecum, Dea Matronam Nostrae, Matram Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis, peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos, quae sumus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, ab omnibus malis, praeteritis, praesentibus et futuris, et intercedente beata et gloriosa semper Dea Matronam Nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis, da propitios pacem in diebus nostris, ut ope misericordiae tuae aduiti et peccatos, simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbatione securi. Per eundem Deum nostrum, Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum, Iesum Christum, sed semper vobiscum, et quoque apultae te. Haecum extio et consecratio, corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum, fiat accipientibus nobis in ad salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud te. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum Matronam Nostrae, quo prante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem tuam unum vivicasti, libera me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis, et universis malis, et fac me tue semper in harare mandatis, et atinumquam separare permittas, qui cum eodem Deum Matronam Nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, vivis et regnam aeternam. Perceptio corporis tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego indignus sumere praesumo, non mihi proveniat in judicium et condemnationem, sed pro tua pietate, prosit mihi attutamentum mentis et corporis et ad me delam percipiendam, qui vivis et regnas cum Deum Matronam Nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem caelestem accipiem et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Dea Matronam Nostrae non sum dignus, ut anticipate meum sentantur de verbo et senabatur anima mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sum dignus, ut anticipate meum sentantur de verbo et senabatur anima mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sum dignus, ut anticipate meum sentantum dic verbo et senabatur anima mea. Corpus Deum nostrum, Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid retribuam Deum Iesum Christum pro omnibus, quae retribuit mihi? Calicem saitaris accipiem et nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo, laudans invocabo Deum matronam nostrae, et ab inimicis meis salvus ero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Quatore sensimus Deum Iesum Christum pienamente capiamus, et te munere temporae fiat nobis remedium sempiternum. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum, quod sanguisquem potavi et haereat, visceribus meis et praesta, ut in me non remeniat scelero maculaquam pura et sancta reficerunt sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te, oremus. May the prayer of thy suppliants profit the souls of thy servants and handmaids. We beseech thee, O Trinitarian Theophany, that thou mayest free them from all sins, and make them sharers in thy redemption, who livest and reignest with thee, one divine family, forever and ever. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te, ite mise est. Deum gratia. Placia tibi sancta Trinitam obsequium servitutis meae, et praesta ut sacrificium quod oculis tuae majestatis igninus optuli tibis et acceptabile mihique et omnibus pro quibus irut optuli sit, te miserante propitiabile per Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam et Filium et Spiritum Sanctum, Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gratias. O Trinitarian Theophany, I believe, I adore, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum present here, in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended. and through the infinite merits of His most sacred heart and the Immaculate Heart of Deam Maternam Nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Dei Maternam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Thank you for attending. Thank you or I should say, welcome to you, all the new subscribers or people who ventured here and are just watching. Appreciate your views, and again, if you have any questions, feel free to put them over at ourladyisgod.com, which I am a host at. I'm not a host, I'm a guest at ourladyisgod.com. And we might be hearing from Catholic Answers in relation to their hit job on us. In any case, please go and sanctify all those who you meet today, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. We'll continue on with our deep discussions. Have a great day.